Hey Jinshit, thank you brother for being over here. Not interested to frame any trade, just love to read the market with you guys. It doesn't look like good to me to trade this market, to be honest. Just came here because I was watching the market alone, so thought let's watch the market all together that we can discuss about the price action a bit. Just because of that I came here, okay? So no expectation of the trading. At the same time, like, it's really so weird. Okay? Like, let's look at this price action. So weird. Like come here on Friday, open here, keep going higher. In this type of days, most of the time what happened around 240, exactly around 240, this market actually give the reversal or the big retracement. They came here to see that if we can find the first time then price logic, that means 240, can it provide me any kind of rejection, anything. Okay, so just because of that I came here. uh, yeah. By the way, just let me know if any of you are in a trade or if you find anything. Just let me know that. What I have found here around this PM session, as you all of you know, that I was looking for a bearish market around 130. So 1250 actually my trade start around 1250 as I was looking for sell. Around here, market came around this area, failed to take the extreme high, then gave me the market structure shift. Not a beautiful market structure shift, but kind of a market structure shift here. Trade this parallel gap immediately within 5 candle, and I had this sell side liquidity around here. It was absolutely so clean around there. So I just framed this setup, if you guys remember, until this sell side liquidity, and then I was looking for if it could take all of these lows and trade that last parallel gap before reversing. But it didn't do that. Instead of that, it came to this rejection block. After coming to this rejection block so beautifully, then reverse from there. I was thinking about this buy, but this market structure shift was not good, was not looking good to me, to be honest. So I just let it go. Okay, instead of that I was seeing that if it can reverse from that water block to take that lows and trade this last parallel gap. If it was a beautiful market structure shift, then maybe I could frame a buy setup over here, but as this high didn't trade any fair value gap, I have seen that this candle has built a swing high, but was not too clean to me, to be honest. It was not too clean to me, that specific candle around 130. Yeah, yeah, around 130 was not like not so clean. Okay, that's why I just didn't frame this buy. Otherwise I would look for that clean highs or relatively equal highs with market left over here, this high and that high. I was not expecting this much run, but yeah, something like that. Unfortunately, that was not so good to me, so that is why I didn't frame that buy around this area. However, this market is right now around here. I'm more interested to see the reversal or at least the big or deep retracement exactly from 240. So now is 225, the time zone around the New York local time, 225. After 15 minutes, I'm expecting the reversal is going to happen. So we'll see. I'm here just to read the price action with you guys. So share your thought with me. I'm more interested about that. Okay, just share your thought with me. Not interested to do any kind of teaching or anything. I was watching the market alone. Just thought, let's watch the market all together. That is only my interest. Okay, nothing else. So just share your idea with me. Okay, please do that with me, please. But if you ask me, I am more interested to wait until 240 for a reversal. Not reversal, a big or deep retracement. Okay, so I think until these lows over here, until that lows, I'm more interested to see the fall. Okay, overall here is that bullish fair value gap, which I would love to see as a, it will work as an inverse gap. This bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart will work as inverse gap, and then market will fall a bit deep. Okay, first time then price. My request to all of you, I can see 31 people are over here watching. Please share your thoughts. Okay, I know it will take some times. Don't try to enter over here. This is a bullshit market. Just look at this market. Okay, this price, what it is doing. So after that big run, if you just see one candle is going to reverse, don't think that it's gonna be a reversal. So please don't try to trade this market. Instead of that, just share your thought, what you are expecting. You have to have a plan, right? kind of, okay, if it happens then I'll think about the sell, if it happens then I'll think about more buys. Please do that with me, please do that, please do that. Okay, it's a request to all of you. Thank you, Jinshit, for that penguin, brother. A bullish setup at 202, 202 here. My question, okay, like, do you really feel good to take a buy here? Maybe this will go higher, okay, it will come here, maybe, because this is an extremely bullish market, right? So maybe it will come here, another 50 handle it will provide you. But do you really feel good to think about a buy around this area just because some liquidity has been cleared and it will keep going higher? I mean, do you really think about the buy? For example, here, if you think a buy around this area, around here, okay, maybe this is your market structure shift, fair value gap. What do you have? You have the buy side liquidity here. Like, just for the sake of this conversation, you are thinking about a buy. So what you are doing, you are seeing that this market has taken the most beautiful sell side liquidity around here, then gave you the market. This market structure shift is valid, but I was looking for something more beautiful. So I didn't get the more beautiful market structure shift. That is why I didn't frame this trade, by the way. But whatever, this is a beautiful market structure shift, and you have seen that fair value gap has been traded immediately around this area. Now from the hourly chart, you come to this hourly chart, there is nothing at all. If you go to 4 hour chart, you will see just one candle, a big candle. Okay, so to be honest, you don't have any high time frame period around this area, no high time frame period, nothing over there. But eventually you have this buy side liquidity, which is beautiful, right, around there. So what you are thinking, I would love to take a buy around there, just for the sake of this conversation. I'd love to take a buy here. Maybe we'll put my stop loss below this low or maybe below that low. Just think like that way. We'll take a partial around here and then hold my trade as long as you want. Now here you have a logic, right? Like, it has cleared some sell side liquidity, gave you the market structure shift. You have the buy side liquidity. Now if you think here around this area, like, why do you think it will keep going higher? Maybe it will go higher because trend is your friend or so, whatever you think. It has cleared some sell side liquidity. Trade the bullish parabolic from 15-minute chart, higher time frame. I'm absolutely okay with that. This is beautiful market structure shift. I agree with you. I think I have some fair value gap here, a very small fair value gap, but whatever. I have the fair value gap as well. So I'm more thinking like here. I would love to take a buy from this area. Also, I think it buy is here. Stop loss is below this low. But what you are going to target? I mean, do you have any buy side liquidity? I'm just asking, okay? I mean, what give you the confidence to take the buy around this area without the end line or something like that? I'm trying to understand your logic. So just sharing, okay, Abdul Samad Jadani. Just sharing, brother. Sharing is caring. Marcus, you are here. Let's see. Okay, brother. Hi. Hey, Rabi. How are you, brother? Bullish trend. I don't know. I don't wanna look for a reversal. You get. I believe you get it. Okay, no, you don't need to change your bias, okay, brother. I'm just saying whatever I have seen in my life. Like, in this type of extremely bullish case, most of the time the market reverse or give me a deep retracement around 240, exactly around 240. So kind of like 238, it starts to reverse or it starts to build the setup, sell setup. Or if it is a bearish market, then it starts to give the bull setup around 238, 239, 230, 240, 241, 242, something around that area. So I'm more interested to see first time than price. As you can see, it's an extremely bullish market. So market actually opened here, around here, market opened and just keep going higher. So I'm expecting some kind of bearishness around 240. So it's the trend is your friend. I agree with you, brother. Trend is your friend, but you have to understand, like, the situation, whatever is happening around that area. So it is also an, you should consider about the situation. It just opened and started to go higher, like, so if it keep going higher, what is the logic of that? I mean, without retracement, nothing, it just keep going higher. Why it will do that? But of course, you don't need to change the bias. I'm not here to frame any trade. I'm just trying to sharing, okay? So I'm thinking like that way, you are thinking like bullish. I will argue with you, you will argue with me. It's not something like I'm going to get angry because you are going against me, or I'm going to, like, nothing. You will give your explanation, I will do my explanation. Okay, so I'm agree with you, why I'm not agree with you. It's something like that, brother. I hope that it will helpful for both of us. I'm also learning. There is a 3 standard deviation as target. Okay, okay, so you are looking for the standard deviation as your target. I don't look for -3 standard deviation. It's a very small, or I mean illogical level to me, but sometimes it works. Let's see what happened from the week to week deviation. So -2 is also broken. It is going for the -3. You're thinking like that way. It's already broken. Okay, let's see, brother. -2.5 is still respecting. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'll just keep a line over here for you. I'll just keep a line to see if it can come until here, and I'll keep a line here, -2.5 standard deviation. It's not an important line to me. -2 was much more important to me, but of course this -2.5 can be a reversal, but -3 is very rare, very rare. It's very rare, to be honest. I shorted here too, many doji and can't go higher. It has to give in profit taking at least to 25900. Why did you do that? Why did you frame the sell here? Because of doji. If that is your logic, the doji candle, then I will have nothing to say, because I really don't look for those type of candles or candle pattern, doji candle engulfing. I don't believe in that things. Okay, so I will have no word to say if you look for the sell here because of the doji candle. But otherwise, if you think about the ICT concepts, what did you see here to think about a sell? I mean, what is that you are looking for the sell around here? If I go to the 50-minute chart one more time, and if I go for that standard deviation level one more time around here, okay, so you can see here I frame the sell. Look at this -2 standard deviation. It's my important level to me. Okay, -2 standard deviation. So when I'm in 1-minute chart, I have seen that it is respecting -2 standard deviation. Okay, so when I have seen this -2 standard deviation is respecting, I can frame this cell at least for the liquidity I can see around this area. So it was there was a logic to me to think about the cell here because of -2 standard deviation. Now, what is your logic here? Because of doji, if it is the reason, I'm not interested to talk about that, because I really I'm an uneducated person about the candlestick. Okay, by the way, daily candles 1 week low, daily candle 1 week low. What do you mean by that? Yeah. No, brother, I'm not saying that you did something wrong when you took that shot. I'm not saying that. I'm also looking for a shot. But my question is, why did you do that? Okay, so I hope that my point is clear. Good afternoon, Jian. Jian, you have a new account, brother? Because I can see that it's Jian, uh, then LO5UT, so out, so out, something like that. Dojis. Okay, I don't actually use the doji logic. So with a price action being this beautiful, you think you can give a rant instead? No rant, brother. I just came here to to see the price action with you guys. That's all. So I'm more interested to see if it can reverse around 240. So I'm more interested to see the reversal will happen or it will start to fall around 240. So you can see around 236 now. I need the setup around 240 to see the fall. Just because of that I came here. We'll see. GN, YouTube did it. So all credit goes to YouTube. I agree with you, brother. Come on, guys, share your thought with me. I really would love to see what is your thought right now. What you are waiting for exactly. You have to have a plan. Okay, for example, what I'm looking for here. I'm waiting to see a 15-minute candle close, and there will be a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. I'm waiting to see that. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, if it fall, take that low from 15-minute chart on my right hand side. If it take that low, trade this bullish fair value gap. There is a bullish setup again. I'll try to think about a buy. Okay, so when it will deep retracement here to this bullish fair value gap, I'll think about a buy opportunity. That is my plan right now. Otherwise, if it make a bearish gap, I'll try to take a sell. What you are looking for, what you would love to see in this market, that will help you to think about a buy or sell. Monday is getting harder for trading. Today's situation is bad, okay, because the way this market opened, it was really so bad. I'm looking for sell. Okay, so what exactly you are looking for? If it happens, then you will take the sell. What you are looking for here? Come on, guys, 47 people is still watching it. Let me know. You think that it's a question and answer session? No, it's not like that way. If you share your thoughts, we all will grow. Okay. If I'm agree with you, I'll tell you. If I'm not agree, I'll argue. And if I argue, then you will give your counter argument. Like, brother, you think this is not wrong, this is not right. Okay, something like that. Counter argument. 50-minute fair will get bearish. Wow, awesome. I'm also looking for that, Sophia. Even last Monday is harder. Yeah, Monday is getting harder. At least a 5-minute inversion fair value gap CISD needed, but no proper setup for sell. Okay, so let's go for the 5-minute chart, Sizo, because I'm just watching. Okay, so there's nothing wrong. So what is your point, Sizo? At least a 5-minute inversion fair value gap and CISD needed, but no proper setup for sell. From 5-minute chart, if you look for the inverse gap, I think it has to close below this gap, right? If you are looking for a CISD, I think it has to close below this gap and then the CISD, if I'm not wrong. So we'll see that as well. I'll keep the chart in 1 minute, and then I will just remember this is the 5-minute. So far, this is the gap from 5-minute chart. Let's see, Sizo. I'm still bullish from that 402 bullish setup. Okay, Zadani, you are still bullish from 402. Okay, so from this setup, you are thinking about a buy. Okay, brother. We'll see. We'll see, brother. So the next minute, I would love to see the reversal from the next minute. At the very next minute, I'll start to look for a falling opportunity. 240. Looking for break 25,920 target 25,885. 25,920. Okay, 920. Okay, you would love to look for that target 25,885. It's too far, brother. We'll see. But that's a too big run. You need a big run. So this is 240. Most of the time, if in this type of days, reversal happen around 240. So let's see if it can start to fall now from 240. Anytime from this moment, anytime it can start to reverse. 240 or macro to run down into 50-minute parabolic cap, then bull setup. Okay, Ravi, you are waiting for a bull setup. That's cool. Daily candle, no wick. Daily candle, no wick. No, I have the wick. A very prominent wick over here. Nothing wrong with that. But remember, this is a very low volatile market, so don't try to hold your trade until for 100 handle or something like that. Don't do that. If you in a trade, any kind of trade, try to take the partial around 15 handle as it is very low volatile. Market seeking liquidity mode, also China news plus positive for market. Okay, I don't look for the data. I really don't understand them, but you'll see if it is bullish market, Sizo. So you're thinking about the buy run, Sizo? Still thinking that bullish order block will hold price for 26? No problem, man. If you are looking for the buy setup, there is nothing wrong. I mean, I am just asking why you are thinking that. Okay. So here, when you talked about this, I just ask you a question, simple question. You don't have any target here. So why you are thinking about a buy? It doesn't mean that it can't go higher. I'm just asking what is your logic? Isn't do you really think like this way? This is a bullish market, so I'm framing a buy setup. Or do you have anything here that is telling you, okay, I can go for the buy because I have seen this? Like as I explained earlier, you had the buy side liquidity around this area, so you are thinking about a buy from there. It's logical. But what you are thinking here, just ask yourself. No need to reply me. Ask yourself, are you thinking about a buy because this is a bullish market? Or did you see anything here that you are believing this market will go until that area? What is the reason for thinking about that buy? So that's my point, okay? Hey brother, I didn't think we are going to see deep retracement today. Until FOMC, we are going to see price keep pushing higher with high distance liquidity run, in my opinion. Okay, so you are thinking it will keep going higher. Hmm, okay, no problem. We'll see that. But as I told, I'm more interested to see a kind of deep retracement around 240. So from 240 to until the last hour, anytime it can start to reverse. That is my expectation. I would love to work with that. So for example, before 240, if I had a selling opportunity, I'm not interested to take that sell. But after 240, if there is a selling opportunity, I'll try to catch that sell because I'm going to believe that time and then price. First time, then price. Okay, that was my point. It doesn't mean that I will get that fall. No, but I can't take the buy. First of all, the reason is I'm not seeing any logic to look for the buy. How long it will go, I have no idea. So I'm not interested to catch the buy down. Instead of that, if it provide me a fall, I'll try to catch that fall. Do you get my point, Sujivan? Better not to push button this session. Will get better days. Of course, Ravi. That's the main part. No need to push the button in this bad price action. Why I'm saying this bad? Because just look at this market. That was Friday's price action. Market came here, closed there. Gap up here. Just keep going higher. Just keep going higher without any kind of liquidity taken. It's just keep going higher. I don't like to chase the market. Now, if I chase the market here and luckily I got the boom today, it will be an habit to me and I will keep chasing this market. But actually, it doesn't work like that way. Not always. Sometimes that build the bad habit and then dump, boom. However, if it provide a selling opportunity now, I'll try to take that sell now. I mean, I will just observe that sell now. I'm just watching this shit price action. I'm also watching scissor. No trade, nothing. Just watching this market. I was watching by myself. I thought that just open the stream and let's watch the market all together. Just because of that, I'm here. Not interested to push the button here in this, at least in this area. It's a buying opportunity. I would love to take a buy. Absolutely not. I'm not interested to take the buy in this high or deep premium. Maybe it will keep going higher until here. I don't care. I am bullish until this line. I am bullish over here. That until that line, I'm bullish. But it doesn't mean that I will take the buy here when this market is in deep premium. I'm just not interested to do that. It will take the high with a 1 minute fair value gap. I will use as inverse. I didn't understand, Theo. What do you mean by that? You would love to take a buy or you would love to take a sell, brother? Until standard deviation. Okay, so you are interested to look for that standard deviation. Let's see, brother. I'm going to remove this one because it has been broken already. Love to see if it can go for that -3 standard deviation until that area. And quadrant in the in between. Okay, I'll focus on inversion fair value gap entry. Do you want to take a buy or sell, Kuba? I understand your point of view. I'm on a mobile watching price action with you. Oh yeah, just watch the market. Please don't try to enter. If you can't control your mood in this type of price action, in this type of days, you're not ready yet to build a bigger kingdom. So hold, hold on, hold on. It's time to hold. Okay, Theo, you are interested to take a sell uh, with a 1 minute fair value gap. You will use a inverse gap. Okay, we'll see, brother. From 240, most of the time I got the reversal exactly from around 240. Okay, 238, 232, sorry, 239, 40, 41, 42. I get the reversal around that area in this type of days where market is one-sided. Now if it doesn't give it to me, there is two possibilities. Until 310 it will give me that reversal, or it will give me that reversal around 330. So if the last macro, which is sorry, not the last macro, 250 to 310 macro doesn't give me the reversal, I will wait for 330 for the reversal. I'm not interested to chase the market. Not interested to take the buy. Even if it is a bullish, I don't care. I'm not interested to take a buy. We'll wait for a perfect selling opportunity. If it provide, be happy to frame that trade. Not going to push the button. Again, I'm not interested to push the button. If you'd love to take the trade, it's your own risk, brother. I'm not interested to take the entry around this type of price action where this is really low volatility. You can see here, like from there to there, it's not even 20 handle. It's a big run, still it's not even 20 handle. So it's a low volatile area. I'm not interested to push the button around this type of low volatility. Let's see if I can do any trade today. Please don't, I mean, yeah, of course, brother, you can trade, but it's this is the best idea not to trade in this type of price action. Those people who are looking for the sell from the inverse gap, I guess you guys are going to sell from this gap. I'm not interested to take the sell from this gap. Instead of that, I would love to wait for a better opportunity. Not convinced yet that this is going to fall. I'm not convinced yet. Akshay, I'm thinking about a sell. I mean, not no trade, just trading price action, guys. Come on. I'm not interested to trade at all in this shit market. But for example, I'm just thinking about a fall. Not interested to chase the market. What do you think about the market, Akshay? No trade then. Jamie, please don't say like that way, brother. If you think about a trade, you can trade, but I don't think so. This is a good idea to trade in this market. It's not a good idea. Okay. Okay. Let's see those people who are thinking about the inverse gap into it works or not. I'm not convinced yet about the fall. So I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. You have the sell side liquidity here, so maybe you will get an fall until here, but I'm not convinced yet because the way this market is working here, it doesn't show me anything from 15-minute chart. Just look at this chart. It doesn't tell me anything that I can frame a sell here. Nothing. So I'm not interested to frame a sell yet. No trade day. Thank you, brother. It's a no trade day, absolutely. Even though I did actually around the morning session took two losses, then hardly mitigate my loss with $4 profit. Just not interested to touch it again. Hardly I survived on this morning session. Even though I broke my own rule, took two losses with three micro contract and then took a seven micro contract entry by expecting to mitigate all of my losses. If that was a losing trade, then I would lose a lot of money, near about $250. So 200 almost 400 $500 I would be in loss. Fortunately it worked. I should not broke my own rules. But sometimes it happens, right? We are human being. Sometimes shit happens. We break our own rules. It's a good place to read the market, just to watch the market, to enjoy the price action. Who is in a trade? Is there anyone who is in a trade? Who is in a trade? Sometimes you guys ask me about the order block. I love this type of situation where one candle validate as an word. Sorry, one candle is up close candle. The very next candle closed below the up close body close candle. It's kind of the best order block to me. Instead of like 2 3 4 5 candle will close below this candle. I don't like this type of things. But one candle is validated as a up close candle and the very next candle closed below this candle. This is the best case of scenario to mark as an order block or change in state of delivery. I love to mark this type of candles. But don't think that I'm expecting this is going to fall from this is my setup. No, still now there is nothing for me. Absolutely there is nothing for me. But still that last fair value gap. Yeah, it's doing its game. I mean, it's doing its part. Let's see, brother. This last fair value gap is holding the market. Let's see if it can send the market higher again, or is it going to fall again. Okay, so see from the order block if it can reverse or not. Not interested to push the button. If any of you would love to take the trade, please go for that. I'm not interested to push the button here in this bad market. Let me know who is in this trade. Is there anyone who is in this trade? Just be honest here. There's nothing wrong. I'm asking you not to take the entry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I mean, it's your choice, right? Your account, your choice. I remember you once said if only 1 minute chart, then we must have 3 PDRs. Absolutely, brother. That is why I told that still now there is nothing. At least not for me. Still there is nothing. If I would love to look for 3 PDRs, I have just 2 PDRs. One is inverse gap, two is order block. Three is this high has to trade some kind of thing over here. Now as it is all-time high, I can think that it has traded a fair value gap, but it's not logical to me. I would wait for the 3 PDR around this area to think about this fall. Until now there is nothing. 3 PDRF from 1 minute chart is much more stronger. That means you don't need the higher time frame. Okay, yes, Abdus Samad Jadani, you are in a bullish position. No worries, brother. I hope you will get your boom, brother. What is your target? Make sure that you have taken some partial. $26,950. Okay, the 3 standard deviation, that is your target. Let's see, brother, if it can go over there or not. If you get your boom, don't try to re-enter, brother. As well as please make sure that you have taken some partial. And those people didn't take any trade, please don't enter. Don't think that, oh, if I knew that it's a bullish market, I would make a lot of profit. Don't think like that. It's a shit market. I think the those people who are thinking about the inverse gap, it didn't work. uh, Now, please don't push the button. In this type of situation, this is a buying opportunity. Here, the last fair value gap is holding the market. It has fall. I mean, it fall for this last fair value gap, rejected from there, closed above this high. If it closed above that high, which is a confirmation that it is going higher, keep going higher. So from this fair value gap, it's a buying opportunity. Please don't push the button. It's a request to all of you. Please don't push the button. And you will put the stop loss below this gap because it can be traded. Most of the time, it should not be traded. And wherever you're thinking it will go, it can go until this -3 standard deviation. As I don't have anything over here, so I can't just frame the, I mean, exact high. I can't do that. So as we have the 3 standard deviation, we can keep it like this way. Please don't push the button, just to watch it. The reason is this is the relatively equal lows. Market failed to take that low. I believe that this ES has taken that low, if I'm not wrong. Yes, yes. Okay. This is that single low, and this is that low. Where is that low? That low. By the way, this is another low. Oh, shit, price action in ES as well. However, if ES had taken this low, that could be the liquidity taken, and this could be the market structure shift rejected from the last fair value gap. Order block should be traded in that type of situation. It can trade this upper gap. This should be unfilled, as I have a lot of gap with the volume balance. I have just marked it like that way. It could tap over here and come here for the standard deviation. By the way, I'm not looking for buy. I'm not pushing any button. I'm not doing anything. I'm still looking for some kind of fall. So if the fall happen, then I will think about that fall. If I see something, I will share it to you that okay, this is an opportunity to think about the fall. Like here, I have shared it with you, right, in the Discord. So if I see something like that, I'll frame that. I'm not interested to chase this market. Can we see as 22 YT model with that for 249 liquidity? If you're asking about a new setup here, there is no liquidity taken, so you can't do that. I mean, here no 22 YT model, but as you marked this one, it's valid. But as we don't have the target, so I just talked about that you don't have the target, so how can you look for that buy? But this is a valid 22 YT model here, but not there because the liquidity taken is missing over here. Would love to say it will fall until this gap, then it will come here. But remember, in my mind, I'm still thinking about a fall, long-term fall. If I see any kind of falling opportunity, then maybe I will pin that sell. But not going to push the button, by the way. Is brother, why that swing low at 449 is not liquidity? 449. This one, brother. Look, this is not a swing low, right? This all are the sideways candle. This all of the sideways candle. If this market could take that low, just that low, it's a liquidity taken. Like here, it has cleared that low. It's a swing. But there the sideways candle, here 1 week is lower, another week is much more lower over here. So it's not a liquidity taken, brother. Liquidity means it has to clear some kind of swing low, at least swing low, if you're looking for the buy. If it is your target, then it has to be relatively equal lows. Like here, we have targeted that relatively equal lows. This low, that low, relatively equal lows. This low, that low, relatively equal lows. Okay, if it come here, we'll see. I hope that my selling opportunity is coming now. I don't want to see anybody close above this constant enforcement now. Still now there is no sell to me. I'm waiting for that selling opportunity. I'm not going to push the button for first of all. I'm more interested to see the fall. So here I'm more interested to see nobody should close above this constant enforcement. Also need to see the lowest down close body close candle is going to be broken. If the body close above this consonant crossment, still the selling is will be gone from my head. I'm not interested to take the sell yet. If any body close above this consonant crossment. Last parabola cap here, you are, if you are watching it, don't watch it, just watch this down close body close candle, because it is the order block that is holding the market. So I kept it here to just get the confirmation. Can I use this gap to take the buy? That means if it close above this consonant crossment, by leaving some portion open by of this gap, the first time it will close above this high, I'm allowed to take a buy from here to until this level. Okay, that's why I just kept it here, this gap, to think about a buy. But here the market is trading the bullish order block, the lowest down close body close candle. That means if I'm more interested to take the sell, I'm not interested to take the buy. What I have to look for, nobody should close above this consonant crossment. Here I don't have this gap, don't think about that gap. It has to break the 50% of this bullish order block. That means body will close below the 50% of this bullish order block. That is my confirmation that now I can think about a sell. Yet there is no selling opportunity. As this gap is 100% filled, that means I can't think about a buy at all. No buy is valid. Even if it closes above this consonant crossment, I can't take the buy. My interest to see if I can frame a sell here right now. So all the bullish setup is gone from my head when the gap has been filled 100%. Now I'm more interested to see if it can provide me any selling opportunity. That doesn't mean I'm going to push the button from this inverse gap. If it would love to give me the opportunity, sorry, if it would love to keep falling, then I will get a more opportunity. So I should wait for the opportunity. So brother, you missed the entry from this inverse gap. No, it's not the inverse gap. If it was the inverse gap, why it stopped you out here? That was the inverse gap as well. So why did you it give you stopped out over there? Why did you get stopped out over there? So you can't think about the inverse gap around here. No, nothing. Look on your right, this 50-minute chart. What is it doing? Think about that. Not here in 1-minute chart. You will use both of this chart all together. You need for the confirmation first. What type of confirmation? It has to close below the bullish PDRA. Whatever PDRA you can think that they can hold the market, send it higher. That should be broken first. Here I was watching this order block. If you mark the order block mean threshold from here to here, this is the mean threshold. Okay, so one body has closed below this mean threshold, next body has closed above this mean threshold. I need more body close below this line. At the same time, I don't want to see any body close above this constant crossment of this inverse gap. Then I will look for a selling opportunity. You will keep watching. Okay, in the meantime, if it keep falling, that means you have missed the opportunity. Brother, I have framed that short on my Discord already around 1 p.m. Now I'm looking for another shorting opportunity from 240, but now I do not allow the market to close above this 50%. If it doesn't do that, the first time it will make the order block, that is my selling opportunity. If it happens like this way, that is my selling opportunity. I talk too much. Every day I think like, okay, today I'll keep silent. I'm not going to talk too much. And then when I start to talk, I forget everything. When I will improve, man? You have to set your mind like this way. If I miss this trade, I don't care. But I'm not going to chase the market. That's all. Look over here. the bullish pd area has been broken. The mean threshold of that order block has been broken here, right? One candle, two candle has closed below this line. That means the bullish pd area is broken. Now I need to look for a bearish pd area. Whatever bearish pd area it will be make. Okay, now keep this here. There is a gap. I called it first fair value gap. This market has to reach to this gap first before falling. If it doesn't do that, that means it left this gap as a breakaway gap. I will use this gap as a breakaway gap. For the first time, it will make another gap here. Okay, whatever gap it will make. That is my selling opportunity if it failed to trade this gap. Now, I'm not saying this is a breakaway gap. It will be a breakaway gap if it can make another gap here. Then it will be a breakaway gap. So do you understand how I'm building the setup here? First, this market came here. I was waiting for the time 240. So around 240, market went a bit higher, then fall, made an inverse gap, respected this inverse gap 50%, built a bearish gap, made another gap here, working it as a breakaway gap. Would love to take a gap, sorry, entry gap, entry over there for this sell side liquidity. If it come here to this gap, we'll wait for a order block around this area, any kind of order block. I'll try to take that sell from that order block. Or if it tap this gap, then closed below this inverse gap, I can take the entry below that inverse gap as well. So I need to wait for that. If it doesn't do that, instead of that keep falling, means I will miss that trade, and I'm absolutely okay with that. We learn when you talk a lot. Hey Sophia, I don't trade ES, brother, so I have no word to say about the ES. Can I take a buy here? No buy is valid around this area. Why? Because this market has, I mean, it has broken all the bullish PDRA. So if it keep going higher, I don't care. I'm not interested to take any kind of buy. Is the sell valid if the body close above this constant crossment of this inverse gap? No, that sell is not valid as well. So I will wait to see how it is going to be respected this inverse gap. It has traded this gap. Happy to see that. How the body is going to, okay, the body has closed above this the constant crossment of this inverse gap. Sell is also gone from my mind. I'm not interested to take the sell. I'm not interested to take the buy. Nothing is valid to me. But brother, it is keep going higher. I don't care. It is keep going to fall. I don't care. There is a beautiful order block. I don't care because the PTRA has been broken. Now I'm going to remove this gap. Instead of that, just keeping this gap. Okay. But I'm watching this gap actually. Can I take a buy here? First ask yourself, why do you want to take the buy here? What did you see here that is helping you think about a buy? What did you see around this? What PDRA has been respected here that is telling you to take a buy? Did it clear any liquidity? Internal liquidity? No. Did it trade the perfectly the order block and now it is going higher? No. So why do you want to take the buy? I don't see any logic to think about a buy. Maybe if ICT was here, he could take the buy sell from this inverse gap, sorry, from this volume imbalance. I don't know how to trade the volume imbalance, so I will just observe that volume imbalance. But I don't know, to be honest, I don't know how to look for that volume imbalance to take the sell. But I believe that if ICT was here, he would push the button here, stop loss a bit above that high, then think about the sell. Maybe. At the same time, look at this 15-minute chart. Okay, I'm going to remove this thing from my chart. Just look at this 15-minute chart, 15-minute candle. Simply, it fall until that area. Now going to close around that area. So it's a buying opportunity. Why it is a buying opportunity? Because trend is my friend. I agree with you. Trade is your friend. But why you will think about the buy when this market even take that liquidity? A bit liquidity it also didn't take. So why do you think it's a buying opportunity? I don't think so. It's a buying opportunity. Yes, to the high. Then I think we have the SMT. I think we have the SMT here. Yes is not stronger when the market is falling. Yes is not stronger when the market is going higher. Nothing. no SMT is valid around this area where the market is around the all-time high. Around the, I have talked about this a lot of time. When the market is around the all-time high, don't look for the SMT. Please don't look for that. SMT doesn't work when the market is around the all-time high. It doesn't work. If you don't believe me, just go and check how many times the SMT worked. Just check it by yourself, brother. When the market is around all-time high, don't look for the SMT. Don't worry, I still don't understand the SMT. Okay, I will do another lesson just for the SMT. Okay, let the price fall a bit, then we'll talk about the SMT again from the very beginning. Very beginning. Okay, amazing. No profit taking all day. Okay, brother. It's not a good day to make some profit, brother, in my opinion. Now, I really don't know how to use this volume balance, but I mean, some days ago, some weeks ago, if you remember, I city framed a sell from this volume imbalance. I really don't know how to use this one, but you guys can study the volume imbalance. I hope that you will get a better idea. So what is your thinking right now? Can I take a sell? No, I can't take the sell here. Why? Because the market has closed above the inverse gap 50%. Now, is that because of this volume balance is going to be traded? Maybe. I don't know. But here, there is no selling opportunity right now for me. I will wait for a better opportunity. What is the better opportunity? This is a swing low. If this swing low has been shifted around here, then I will start to think about a 22 YT model. After clearing the liquidity, market built a swing low, not a beautiful swing low, but market went higher, trade something here, market structure shift, fair value gap, whatever entry fair value gap or last fair value gap, whatever it is created over there. I'll try to take a sell from that entry gap for that sell side liquidity. So I'm waiting for that now. Until this market didn't close above the 50% of this gap, I was waiting for a order block entry. Now I'm not interested about the order block. Instead of that, I'm more interested about 22 YT model. So let's see. Look how a gap is going to be important, right? This gap is going to be important now. I'm not looking at this gap. I'm not looking at that gap. I'm not looking those gaps. This is the gap I'm going to use for the later reference. Like I can use this gap for the later reference. This is a gap is building as a strongest gap. Lol, I haven't learned SMT yet either. I will do another session, okay, about the SMT. I'll do another session with the SMT. On Wednesday, I'll go to the lawyer about my situation, okay, actually in Portugal. So Wednesday I won't be here, and then I'll do the SMT after Wednesday, okay. So now I have got the my market structure shift. Not yet, but I hope that I'll get my market structure shift. Not yet, but I think I'll get it. For the first time, I'll get the market structure shift. Whatever gap it is going to build here, I'm more interested to take the sell from here around this gap. Why is that? Because these gaps has been already traded by that candle. We are the SMT trader. We are going to cut through the candles. Look, all of these candles, cut them. These are not here. These candles are not here. This is the first candle that has traded this gap over here. Trade this gap, failed to close above this consonant crossment, gave the market structure shift. There is a fair value gap. Would love to take the sell from this fair value gap. Whatever fair value gap it will build. Now it is actually big fair value gap, then it's gonna be difficult. But if it is a normal fair value gap, just look over here. If it is a normal fair value gap, just wait for that. For example, it's going to build a fair value gap here. Sell is here, going to cover just that candle, which is going to build that fair value gap. That candle is going to make this fair value gap, just going to cover that high of this gap, and for this sell side liquidity, wherever your sell side liquidity is, this is just for your understanding, okay? It's not a setup, it's not something like that, it's just for your understanding. So wherever it will make the gap, entry is going to be from that gap, stop loss is going to cover just this candle, because all of this thing already done. This market should not come again over here, it's already done its job. Now until this sell side liquidity is not taken, this is the selling opportunity from this gap. This is the breakaway gap over here, entry gap that has been traded. This is the first gap that should be traded before taking this sell side liquidity. Keep watching. If this candle give me the entry, that is the sell for this sell side liquidity. I never think that backtesting is bad, brother. Backtesting is something that will build your confidence, a big confidence. You will be so confident about your setup. I don't do the backtest. The reason is I'm too lazy. Okay, I don't feel good to do the backtest. Instead of that, I love to do the forward test. So if something is in my mind, I keep watching that things by forward testing. Every time I feel it with the live price action. But if you can do the backtest, that is awesome, brother. It will save your time. Absolutely, SMT is something like that, brother. To be honest. This box, think like there is no price. This candle is not on the chart. These candles are not on the chart. Using this gap here, why you are doing that? Because you have seen this market actually went higher to trade this volume imbalance, right? So you don't need to think about these candles. You can keep using this by, you should cut through these candles. These candles are not here. You are going to believe the same logic here. This gap, liquidity, and then below this, if you have some more liquidity, you will go for that. Think about like this is a highly volatile market, and from here to here is 20 handle, and this may be around 15 handle stop loss or something like that. If it cleared this liquidity, for example, without giving you the entry, it has cleared that liquidity, you will look for that low. Can it make another liquidity with this low? If it do that, still that sell is valid. Now I prefer the immediate reaction, actually 5 candle. I try to count the candle within 5 candle, but you can do the way you want to do. That means if it doesn't give you the entry within 5 candle, then you have to come back again this market here without clearing. Let me go one more time. Maybe without giving you the entry, it has cleared that sell side liquidity. That means you didn't get the entry opportunity. It has cleared this sell side liquidity and then come very near to this low. It has built another liquidity in this type of situation. After that, it come here after a long time. Then you will wait for an order block there to take the sell again. The confirmation is the order block. Just watch this market to understand this whole price action around this area. I'm doing it in live, okay? So what is the main part here? Around 240, I'm interested to look for sell around 240. So how many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth number candle has given me the entry. What should I believe? This market is not going to violate this gap. Why? Because the job is done around this area. All the job is done. Around 240, I'm expecting some kind of reversal. Any kind of reversal around 240. This market went higher, fall until this last fair value gap. This is the last fair value gap. Send the market higher again. If you have the price action here, you will look for any kind of bearish PDRA around this area. As this is the all-time high, I don't have any bearish PDRA around this area, so I had to use the 1-minute chart to look for the opportunity. Then it has built this inverse gap after the macro, 250 310 macro. After the macro, it has gap. I'm waiting to see if anybody failed to close below this consonant crossment, above this consonant crossment. If it do that, any kind of order block is your valid sell. If it doesn't do that, you have to look for why it is going higher, what PDRA it wants to trade. Finally, we have seen that, oh okay, it is interested to go for that highest up close body close candle, which is the order block as well as the volume imbalance. So it actually came here for the volume imbalance. Perfect. Still there is nothing. Then this market fall, come back again to this inverse gap. What I was looking for, nobody should close above the constant crossment. Nobody should close, right? This time, this market failed to close above this constant crossment. At the same time, I have the gaps here. Just think like two gaps altogether, which has been traded by this candle. The bearish gap, market has built bearish gap, as well as it didn't close above the constant crossment of this inverse gap. Any kind of bearish gap it is going to build here, that is going to be your sell for the sell side liquidity. If it is an immediate reaction, you don't need to cover all of these things. No, nothing. You have to cover just this gap, because this gap is the strongest gap now. All of this price action is sending the market lower for the sell side liquidity from that gap. Now it is very low volatility around here. That is why you are seeing just 6 handle or something like that. Think like you are using this same concept here, and think like this is not your sell side liquidity. Your sell side liquidity is here. For example, just for the sake of this conversion, wherever is your sell side liquidity is. Unfortunately, your sell side liquidity is here, so you have to think about that sell side liquidity. If you have any other sell side liquidity, you can look for that whatever you want. But if it is highly volatile, that is the logic to think about the sell side liquidity from this gap, exactly from that gap, by covering just this high. For example, you got stopped out here. What do you mean by that? If you get stopped out, means don't touch it. This market will go higher again, come back again for this sell side liquidity. Okay, I hope that you guys got some point. Unfortunately, this is a very low volatility. That's why you have seen that just 6 handle is target, just 6 handle target. Think like it's a high volatility. It's kind of 15 handle, and your sell side liquidity is here, which is 20 handle, something like that. If it is highly volatile, wow, awesome. Do you guys get anything from here? Bro, what was the reason to give confidence to 5 minute candle from the original 3 candle? I still only like 3 because 5 gives some pressure first I found. Now, first of all, what happened, Ravi? I'm doing the live streaming, right? Now, what happened? I believe in 3 candle. I believe 3 candle. I don't believe in 5 candle. I don't like the 5 candle. Sometimes what happened? This market actually go over there around 5 candle, and then this market fall. And people, if I strict with that logic in live, when I'm doing in live streaming, I miss that trade. Now people doesn't like it, okay, so that's why I just extend it from 3 candle to 5 candle. If you ask me, I never ever will go more than 3 candle. 3 candle is the best, because 3 candle make the swing high. 3 candle is important for everything in this market. Everything, 3 candle is important. But as I told, I mean, in live streaming, sometimes you can see here number fourth candle gave me the entry, right? So if I was strict with 3 candle, I would miss this trade, and people will say, oh, okay brother, it worked perfectly, I didn't take the entry because you were thinking about the 3 candle. Just for that I talked about the 5 candle. But if you ask me, no, I will never ever go for the 5 candle. My best is 3 candle. It's immediate. I'm more interested to see more fall around 3:30. Thank you, Abab, for that boom. By the way, it's just 6 handle. However, clear, brother. Thanks. Nothing compares to wizard reading. Wow, that's a great compliment, brother. I was not interested to frame the trade. That's why I explained all of this price action. Now, don't look at the handle. Okay, how many handle it has provided. Instead of that, think about the situation. Why I was not looking for the bearishness from here. Instead of that, last fair gap has been rejected. Then how did I break that constant encroachment of that bullish order block, right? Then after seeing even this candle, I was not thinking about a buy. I was more interested to think it will fall. Then what did I do over here? Just try to understand this fact. I went step by step. If you can understand this fact, you will be able to read this market, not so beautifully, not always so perfectly, but it will improve yourself if you focus on all of this area. What I have shown you, how one gap is going to be more important for later use. By the way, guys, please don't forget to push a like button. I mean, just if you don't mind. Marbra, don't worry, brother. I will do another live streaming about the SMT. Okay, by taking more time, I'll do that SMT things one more time. I don't want to make any other video because it's bit conflicting with ICT's SMT, so I don't want to make any videos. I will just do a live streaming, and I hope it will help all of us to understand that. If I think about a cell now, can I do it? No, you can't do it. You can't take any other cell around here. You have to wait. T2, you think 25,900 possible? Where is 900? See this 15-minute bullish fair value gap? I'm more interested to see the 50% of this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So until that dotted line, I want to see this market will fall until this, at least this dotted line, and then we will see if it can keep falling. So my interest to see this market fall to until this dotted line, at least right now. Market unbalanced data going to come around 350. Okay, around 350 we have a data earnings. I didn't know that. We'll see, brother. I think it is waiting for that data entry before falling. I'm more interested to see the fall, brother, to be honest. Hey, Eagle Sniper, how are you, sir? It's been a long, brother. I don't see your name here. I think you forgot me, brother. Even if you guys forget me, today or tomorrow you will remember the name of this guy, T2. You'll just remember, okay, there was a guy whose name was T2. His English was bullshit, but we have learned a bit from him. Like that fall on just 12 handle, okay? I couldn't go for the 20 handle, 15 handle. I couldn't do that. So I have to look for a very small run around this area. He mentioned MOC maybe 350 to 355 p.m. We'll see, brother. I think there is a earning news around 350, if I'm not wrong. If it goes up, create order block, then we'll have chance for rundown until CE. What do I want to see right now? Exactly over here. I would love to see it will violate this concurrent crossman. More importantly, it will come here somewhere around this area, in between these two gaps. Here somewhere. Then it will fall again. I would love to see that. If it respect this gap, I mean, like, keep respecting this gap, there is a possibility that this market will keep going higher after clearing the sell side liquidity. It will keep going higher. I don't want to see that. So instead of that, I would love to see the first run around this area, around here somewhere, to trade this good highest up close body close candle, this a big portion of this candles, then it will fall. I would love to see that, but we'll see. Overall, I'm bearish. Okay, if I count, I mean, extend this line on my right hand side as an order block, would love to see this candles is going to be traded. There is a data which shows buyers or sellers in market. I'm a very bad in data reading, so I'm really so bad in data reading. I think I should avoid that. Instead, I will wait for the thinking. I mean, let's see how this market work around 350. I retired from trading now. Give up already? Too early, brother. You gave up too early. Body has to close above the 50%. body has to close above the 50%. I mean, weak can did the damage and then body can close, but it is the best if the body close above this 50%. That means it didn't leave any bearish PDRA. It doesn't need to come back again to finish the bearish PDRA. That is the sign if it do that. But what else can happen? Market will come until here and then close over here. That is also possible, but I don't like that. To be honest, it's a selling opportunity again. Not a best area take the sell, but if the body close below this line, please don't push the button. We are just reading the market. I'm not happy to see the way this market has been respected here. But as this candle is the highest up close body close candle with the wick, I have already talked about that lot of time, but not going to explain the order block why I'm marking it from there, from that body. But whatever, this is now a perfect order block for me to think about a sell from there until this sell side liquidity. Let's say stop loss is just above that candle, 2 tick above that candle, which is 300. Please don't push the button. We would love to read the market, just reading the market, nothing else. That would be the best if the body could close above the concurrent crossment. Then I didn't need to think about the stopped out over here. I didn't need to think about that. As the body didn't close, instead of that, it has already built the opportunity for the order block entry. We have to take that risk. Okay, in this type of situation, you have to take that risk. Please don't push the button. It's a request, guys. We are all reading the market. That's all, brother. You told me one day that you'd give me an account. Oh, just because of that, you give up? You retired, brother? Come on, man. It's not a good idea. Didn't work. T handle is gone. We'll see if it can close above this concurrent crossment. That is the best case of scenario. In that type of situation, we can wait for the another word block opportunity. Come, come. If you tell me gun to my head, this market will come to this concurrent crossment. Gun to my head, okay? It has to come here. Now what then? Actually, yes, it is just an account now. I'm continuing to work to buy the account if I can and start over with you, my brother. Yes, brother, please don't give up. Don't give up, brother. No need to trade with your real money. Try to read the market, gather the experience, then re-enter into this market. But don't give up. If you give up, that means you have successfully wasted your time over here. Whatever you have done, you have successfully wasted that. don't give up. Take time, take break, read the market only, do the paper trade, but get attached with the market. Now I'm happy to see that it has come here. Body is going to closed above this line. I'm now happy to think about a fall. Now if the market fall and closed below the highest up close body close candle, that's my perfect selling opportunity. I mean, in that type of situation, I don't need to be afraid of the fall. This gap here, it has already done its job to take the liquidity. Now it should show me some kind of respect or some kind of bullishness, so that people can start to think it is bullish again. And then if it fall, I'm happy to take that sell. By the way it is going higher, so carry. It's too hard for me as well, Ben. The way this market is opening around Sunday, it's making so hard to trade, to be honest. Like first few Sunday, the market gap up huge, that made the trading much more difficult on Monday. As it is bullish the whole day today, tomorrow is going to be so tough as well. So tough. Tomorrow is also going to be so tough. Can I think about a buy? No, I can't think about a buy. After seeing that liquidity is left over here, I can't think about a buy. But it's a clean bull setup, brother. Okay. If you think like that, go for that. This is called forcing market FOMO, fear of missing opportunity. You are seeing there is clean liquidity over there, but still you are not you are not allowing yourself to let the run go and to wait for the selling opportunity, as you have seen the sell side liquidity over there. Gonna trade only London this week. I didn't see what happened in London session. I don't think so there is anything good around the London session. Let me check. Okay, London's beautiful. When this market came to this swing low, it didn't build any buying opportunity around this area. But when it came to this swing low, it has built the buying setup over here. That was beautiful and gave a perfect entry as well immediately. 1500. That was better. And when it came to this swing high, uh, there was no selling opportunity. Yeah, there is no selling opportunity when it came to this swing high. Nobody has closed below this gap, so there was no selling opportunity. Instead of that, it keep going higher. It was awesome. And I have seen the 7 a.m. actually. 7 a.m. also beautiful. It has cleared all of these highs, as it is around the all-time high, cleared all the highs. Market structure shift or the displacement here around 7 a.m. That was the displacement from the 7 a.m. The entry should be there. Stop loss above this high, maximum 15 handle, partial around 15 handle, and you can hold your trade. It was a run around 24 handle run, so maybe you will get stopped out around 20 handle or something like that. That was a nice sell around 7 a.m. and nice buy around the London session. What is your question, brother? Two candles 3A, 3 and 315 in the London session today was broken by 415 candle and closed below them. Yeah, that's why I marked both of these lows here around this area, both of these lows. It has closed below this area, came to this low. I mean, not a great setup, but of course, when this candle is approaching around this area, you have to look for the buying opportunity. You don't know that still this is going to close below this area or not, but came to this low from the 1 minute chart, provided you the buying opportunity around here with that low, which has been taken by a shallow run. Not a great opportunity. This is right. Like, look at the volume imbalance over here. Was not so great, or doesn't look like so great over here. Not a perfect example for the London session, but 7 a.m. was so beautiful. Can it be said as a CIST? You can do that because it was changing the delivery. So you can say that order block as well from the 15-minute chart because it has also traded the fair value gap here. This lowest down close body close candle has traded this bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart here, that one, and then shifted the market, closed above this candle, is going to be your consecutive order block here. These two candle come back again, trade the opening of this candle, and then went higher. This is how this is going to happen. So there is two type of scenario, like here, for example, just this is for the sake of this conversation. Here one, there one. It's a part of game, brother. So no need to worry about that. If you get stop loss and your risk was calculated, as well as like you didn't over leverage, you don't need to worry about that at all. I don't see any wrong you have done, brother, but the market just didn't provide you the wrong. I will say like that way. Okay, the thing you are thinking over here, if I were there, I would think like the same way. I don't see anything you have done wrong over there. But unfortunately, this market didn't provide you that. Today's market is extremely bullish and it's just going higher without any kind of logic. It's just going higher. So it's that's why I'm saying that's a shit market. And that is why I'm saying you did nothing wrong over there. Instead of that, if I were there, maybe I would do the same thing around that area. You're most welcome, brother. My heart is at ease now. Okay, the market is actually shit today, unfortunately. But you read the market a very nice way, brother. I have to appreciate it. Really so beautiful, brother. Sometimes what happened when we read the market, we feel like that it has to work, but we should not force the market. If it provides us the something, I'm happy to see that. By the way, this is the news, I guess. Let's say what is going to happen by the news 350. Sometimes what happened when we read the market and we think that it has to work, then market doesn't work, and we start to think, oh, okay, that means our reading price action is bad. No, it's not bad. The market is bad around that area because it's not respecting that period. That is why this uh, trading is a probability game. It's a probability game, that's all, brother. By the way, is this the news has been released, right? 350, the news is going to release around 350, right? This is the news candle, I guess. 350 is mock, brother. What is mock? What is mock? MOC. I don't know what is mock, Sizo. Yes. We have some kind of earning news, I guess. Come on, brother. This is really so boring price action. Like it left the liquidity here, it left the liquidity there, it left the liquidity here around this area. Ah, keep going higher. Awesome. Mock market on close refers to a market on close order, which is a type of stock order instructing a broker to buy or sell a security as close as possible to the market official closing price. Is often used by the traders to execute a trade at the final price of the trading day. Leak injection. Oh, okay. I never heard about that. So they're going to close their position right now, right? I think we discussed this price section before. I forgot, brother. That's every day is 3:50 p.m. Yeah, it's true. The 3:50 p.m. is kind of like always the volatility, right? After 3:45, that's why I told that no trade is valid after 3:45. But I mean, I don't remember who told that we have some kind of earning news around 3:50. So I was thinking that it's gonna be much more volatility. But 3:50, this type of run is very normal. Around 3:50, this run is very normal because of the closing. Okay, so I think mock is every day, right? 3:50 is always volatility. If you refer that mock means every day 3:50 is going to provide that mock, then I think we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, okay, then we don't need to. I thought that it's kind of earning news around 3:50. Uh, that's why I was thinking mock is kind of earning news, closing position or something like that. But the thing you were saying now, I think it's normal for every day. Like 3:50, sometimes it's much more volatility. Like this is not the volatility. Sometimes it's much more volatility. So this is the candle for today. To be honest, I mean, market open, gap up here, going higher. It is my target actually, next target, but I really didn't want to see it will go keep going higher like that way. It's really so unusual. Tomorrow's market already destroyed by today's candle. Tomorrow's market is going to be destroyed as well. Sort of. It's really so bad. Like 4 hour candle, just first 4 hour candle was a bearish candle, and then every candle is a bullish candle. Hourly candle, I had just 1 hour bearish, and the rest all the hour was bullish. 15-minute chart was beat retracement or something like that, but still that is also bullish market. 5-minute chart shit, minute chart. Okay, we'll see tomorrow. I don't think so it's gonna be beautiful rather than Wednesday. Tomorrow is also going to be shit. I think so. But guys, I think it was a bit beautiful session for learning, not for trading. It's not for trading. This type of things is very rare, and I really don't like to see this type of things on my chart. But the market is left liquidity and keep going higher. It's not usual in my opinion, but oh yeah, sometimes price is bit difficult to trade. Okay, so guys, anyone has any question? Otherwise, we'll see the market tomorrow again. But remember, tomorrow's market is also going to be shit. I believe so. If overnight doesn't give us some kind of conflict here, it's gonna be shit again tomorrow's price action as well. The best is going to be maybe Wednesday 7 to 8:30. That's gonna be the best if you compare the New York session. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult. What I have seen in this market around 2 days, if you ask me, that is the only sell I can see. Nothing else, nothing at all instead of this sell, which is also like 12 handle, something like that, just 12 handle. That is only the sell I can see around this PM session. And morning session was disaster, same, like same disaster, highly volatility, so many consolidations he can destroy. Overall, this is the run which happened around the 350 after 345. unlike this shit. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being over here. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers. Looks like my opinion about NQ pushing higher with high resistance is somewhat accurate. Absolutely, Sujivan. I agree with you, brother. You are absolutely right. There's no retracement, nothing at all. It'll just keep pushing the market higher. I believe that tomorrow is gonna be disaster as well because of your expectation. So I'm not uh, I'm not thinking this is bad. I'm thinking this is bad because of you, Sujivan. Because you push the market higher and that is going to crash the market tomorrow as well, like the shit price action again. So all credits goes to Sujivan. If you guys lose any money, then just blame to Sujivan because he drive the market today to the top, okay, to the highest area. I wanted to send the market much more lower, so that I can trade tomorrow's market. But this guy Sujivan just bring the market higher. So all credits goes to Sujivan. If any of you lose the money tomorrow, all blame goes to Sujivan because he made this market is difficult for tomorrow as well. Okay, in the New York session, inshallah, the Eagle Sniper. But I'm more interested to do the London session tomorrow, so maybe I'll be here around the London session. I'd love to do the London session tomorrow because I'm not expecting this is gonna be a beautiful session around the morning session as well. But we'll see, we'll see. Okay, but I'm more interested to do the London session tomorrow, God willing. So until tomorrow, cheers, guys.